Good evening, Clash of Clans. Today, I'm a little off center here. For the last 3 days, I've been trying to film a Clash of Clans video, but all of my subscribers seem to not get the concept that I need your clanmates to be on to be able to film your clan. I would love to hop into all your clans and highlight your bases, show you base builds, watch some replays of war attacks, and try to help you understand what happened, why it happened, and how you can better your attacks. But I can't do any of that when you have inactive clans. I've been to probably 7 clans over the last 3 days, and I've spent hours and hours and hours in logs and chats just talking to one person. I can't do anything with one person. I love this. I'm talking to GG right here in this clan called YouTube Nation. If you guys want to check them out, go ahead. But I've been in this clan for an hour, and GG, who is a very, very, very rushed Town Hall 7, doesn't understand that we are on 2 different leagues. We're on 2 different levels. He cannot attack my base. And then when he puts up a base for a challenge, this is what he shows me. Are you serious? I can 3-star this base with probably just my king. No other troops, no spells. This player is very rushed, and it seems like most of Clash of Clans is very rushed. At Town Hall 7, this double wall stuff should be long gone. You guys shouldn't be building bases with double walls. That is something a Town Hall 2 player does. Obviously, the game hasn't really set in for this young player. Rushing actually makes players quit the game too. When you rush a lot, you get discouraged. You can't figure out why you're not winning attacks, why you're not winning defenses, why you don't perform well in wars, why you get kicked out of clans, and rushing is what causes most players in Clash of Clans to quit. So unless you have a big bank account and can catch right back up, 9 times out of 10, when you reach Town Hall 7, but you still have a level 1 air defense, level 1 mortars, level 1 cannons, level 2 cannons, 9 times out of 10, when you get to Town Hall 7 and you still have level 1 defenses, you will probably end up getting kicked out of your clan, or you'll quit the game and end up starting over. It takes a lot of dedication to do Clash of Clans, especially at a high level. I earned my way. I have a maxed account for a reason. I've been playing this game for a very long time. I was Town Hall 9. I was Town Hall 9 for over 2 years. It takes dedication and determination to get your heroes to 30 and stay there long enough for you to want to upgrade to Town Hall 10. So I get a little bit discouraged, guys. So if you're inviting me over to your clans, I really would love to come do videos in your clans, but there has to be somebody on for me to interact with. I can't really film a base. GG, thank you for inviting me to your clan, but I can't really film anything, just you and me. He even suggested that in some of the clan chats, so let me hear. He says, I want dragons. He's at Town Hall 7 that doesn't even have dragons. First of all, dragons are for unskilled players. The only players that use dragons successfully are the players that can't use anything else successfully. And then he says, wow, I'm smart. And I told him I've been playing this game for 5 years. He asked me what to upgrade. These are some of the simple things that you learn. He attacked my base. I told him, I was like, you're not even going to get close to a star on my base. And here, let me prove it. This is what he does. Watch this. Are you frickin' serious? Now watch this. Look at this. None of them troops are supporting each other. Why would you separate all your troops like that? First of all, that's a terrible attack, just to spam your troops. And that's the kind of stuff you're doing at Town Hall 7. I was a champion at Town Hall 7. And I didn't even use drags. I did ground and pound. I picked bases apart. I would only attack bases that complemented the troops that I had based on the type of attack I was trying to do, or the type of attack that I was doing. It really amazes me how unskilled Clash of Clans is as of lately. So then I gave him some instruction. I said, you have so much to learn. Why would you attack from different sides? None of your troops even supported each other. Now try this. Drop the same attack all on the same side. I bet you get more than 4%. And as you can see, he got 6%. Now, it was still a failed attack, because this is not a recommended attack at all. But as you can see, the troops support each other. He should have dropped his giants first. I don't know what the battering rams troops are going to do. So I'm kind of frustrated right now with Clash of Clans videos. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sign off of YouTube Nation. You guys can check them out. I'm going to tell GG bye. Thank you for letting me film. And then I'm going to leave his clan, and I'm going to go back to my clan. So here we go, guys. This is my home clan. I'm going to show you around a little bit. Oh, let's see here. Now you are a member of Testicles. Thank you very much. I'm going to promote myself back up to where I was. In case you guys didn't know, I have multiple accounts. I won't tell you how many accounts I have, because there's actually a situation going on within Clash of Clans right now where it seems like Supercell is almost punishing people for having multiple accounts. And I'll show you why here in a second. Let me fill Rack up. Rack's gonna attack 10. I'm not even gonna watch it. I'll watch it after I'm done. But let me look at the top players here. You see number 1 top player from the previous season, Abel Racken. Right after Abel Racken made number 1 player in the world, Abel Racken was banned from the game. Abel Racken has multiple accounts. It's even hard to find his base now. I'm scrolling down through the top players in the world. It's even hard to find his base now, because he was banned for so long that his trophies dropped tremendously. But again, they punished him for having more than 1 account, and they accused him of cheating, because at that level, if his 1 account ran into his other account, then he could just give the person the other trophies. Kind of throw it, as you will, which nobody can prove that he was doing. So, again, why even waste your time ruining your good name, Supercell, and punishing a player who achieved number 1? Oh, let's see. I'll have to go back up to the top. He's so far down in the players that I can't even find him within the top players in the world. But he was number 1 player in the world. So let me see if I can go back up, if it'll show me his clan. Let's see. No, you can't click on that. So anyways, like I said, it seems that Supercell is punishing people for having more than 1 account. So I will not be revealing how many accounts I have to Supercell. I don't push. I really don't enjoy pushing. It's kind of boring to me. If none of you have ever made high titans or legends like I have, if you didn't know, when you hit the attack button like this, I'll hit attack. You see that right there? The clouds? You will be stuck in the clouds in Legends for about an hour. You will see nothing but clouds for an hour before it'll let you attack once. So I achieved Legends just so I can say that I'm a legend. But other than that, I have no urge to want to push. So until Supercell fixes the clouds in the game, I will not be pushing. I can attack in Titan once every 5 minutes, and the loot is still really good, and that is good enough for me. So that's where I'm at. I do want to bring up the special that they were having, since the builders are back in the builders' huts. If any of you didn't notice the new update, welcome back, Mr. Builder. They are swinging away, and Supercell has given us a statue to honor them. It's pretty neat. I really don't buy a lot of the statues. I don't buy the decorations. I think it's kind of a waste of time. It's pointless. Let's see here. What else can I show you? Let's do some live attacks. You know what? Because I'm kind of bored of just sitting around. I can show you first, before I do some live attacks. Let me show you some war attacks, because we're in war. Currently we have 27. It's 27 to 12. So I foresee 10 going down. Rack here, who's my number 3, he will go down and clean 10. That's not going to be a problem. But as you can see, we are good at war, and this is the number 2 base. For a lot of you, most of you wouldn't know how to attack this base. It's very spread out, and this dividing wall right here and around here keeps your troops going around without focusing towards the center. So attacking a base like this takes a lot of patience, takes timing, and timing of a jump spell. If you don't time the jump spell just right, or if you don't attack from the right side, like if you attacked from the bottom up, your troops are going to get distracted by his heroes and automatically go around. They're going to go this way and they're going to go this way just because the heroes are going to pull them that way. And then you're going to fail. You might get 1 star, but ultimately you're going to fail. So on a base like this, it takes timing, and it takes a perfect angle. It takes, frankly, it takes a lot of skill. So let me show you what I did to this base. We have my bowler attack, and here we go. Again, the setup is the same as always. 22 bowlers, 6 healers, 3 wizards, and 6 wall breakers. We have our clan castle full of giants because they go for defenses, and we also have 3 heroes, including the warden. We have 2 rage spells, 1 jump spell, 2 free spells, 1 poison spell, and then a clan castle rage. So here we go. I'm going to be coming in from this angle right here. Now, remember what I told you before about defenses in 3. There is a danger right here of dropping your troops in within the defenses of 3. If you drop your troops right here where my face is, this is going to hit it, 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 and this is going to hit it. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different defenses that will hit your bowlers before you even get a chance to drop your healers, and they will disappear. So you need to come up with a spot that is just out of their range and reduce that number. So I choose right here. We got that right there. That will cover it. So will that. But that is out of range, and that is out of range. So you got 2 defenses that can possibly hit it. Same thing with over here. You don't want to get too involved. You want to stay just outside the range. And I'm only bringing this up because it's the setup. The setup to the attack is the most important part of the attack. If your setup is off, then your attack is off. So let's get into it. 5 bowlers, 2 healers. Down on the bottom, 5 bowlers, 2 healers. Those healers are out and on those troops before the first mortar hits and before the first arrow hits. So up top they're working. As you will see in a second here, I will highlight these 3 bowlers right here. Even though these two bowlers right here split off, these 3 bowlers right here stayed together, and these healers are healing them. Watch as we watch here. Watch as this ball hits the tower, and when it hits the tower, it's going to bounce and hit this mortar. That's why I love bowlers. Bowlers penetrate very, very well. Bowlers are great for setting up your attacks. Even right here, these bowlers right here all stick together. While they're throwing the balls at this storage tank, because a storage tank takes a lot more hits than a defense, while they're throwing these balls at this storage tank, the mortar, the archer tower, and the X-bow are all getting hit when the ball bounces, after it bounces. So in turn, you have already damaged 3-4 buildings in a row. Focus up top right here, and focus up bottom right here. Okay, so now, just as my main troop package has focused in the middle and headed towards the center, the bottom has cleaned out the bottom. The archer tower is gone. The mortar is gone. That is about to fall. And they've cleaned out the top. Gone, 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 gone. So your troops, when you bring them in for your main attack, will go center. There's nothing to draw them to the outside. Simple, right? It seems simple to watch, but it takes a lot of practice. So another thing I like to do, all my troops are bundled up here. I'm going to be dropping a rage right about here. Why do I drop it right about here? Well, because when the wall breakers get to the wall, they will be raged by the spell. So even if a couple of them get picked off, they will still get into the wall. Second of all, that spell is big enough that it'll last. The circle actually encompasses this area over here. So when you drop the rage spell here, you're leading it so that your troops are still in the rage spell right here. Why do I do that? Because as this Inferno Tower engages your troops are going to shoot back at it. You will see here in a minute. So here we'll go forward a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody's in. See, that Inferno Tower has locked onto those wall breakers because they have ran forward. Those wall breakers actually died before they hit the wall. So the jump spell goes in. Now the clan castle troops come out. Your main part of the attack has come down here, drew the clan castle over. The backup part of your attack, which is your archer queen, your archer queen and your bowlers, plus your warden and your clan castle troops, have walked forward and are now engaging the center. So right there, I not only raged my king, but I also made all the troops invincible with the warden's ability. So just like out here in the front, while those bowlers were throwing the balls at this Inferno Tower, they were not only damaging the town hall, but they were damaging other buildings around it, weakening them, so that everything coming up behind it takes less time destroying that building. Single target Inferno has locked onto the king. If you weren't paying attention, if you were watching something else, this is a very critical thing. If your king goes down, then your troops will die a lot faster because your king is a human meat shield for the rest of your troops. We don't want him to die, so you have to pay very close attention to a single target Inferno Tower. As soon as it grabs onto your king, you freeze it. The freeze is on right there. The bowlers have already loosened it up because while they were throwing their stones at the town hall, the balls bounced into the inferno, and that inferno is about to fall. I drop a rage on my troops to serve two purposes. One, that inferno tower just got unfrozen. Two, the couple troops that I have left in the middle need to hurry up and get rid of that as fast as possible. The second part of that, I've brought this up in other videos, but getting into the center is only one part of the plan. You have to get out of the center. The best way to get out of the center is either another jump to save your first jump. Like say the wall breakers actually broke into this wall, we wouldn't need to use the jump to get in. We could use the jump to get out. But since we needed it to get in, we're going to rage out of the middle. Here we go, the Inferno Tower is going down. Now my troops are on the inside of the base trying to get out of the middle. Meanwhile, in the center of the base where the rage spell is, these healers are keeping your troops going. We follow this along even more. The difference between this attack and the attack I'm about to show you is that sometime towards the middle to the end of this attack, the healers start losing giants or they start losing bowlers. So they start focusing on the stronger troops, which is the heroes. If your healers are gone, then they can't heal your queen, then your queen, who is the most powerful troop in the game, she is by far a machine gun. She's a bazooka compared to the pea shooter all the other troops are. But she will hands down do the most damage to the other bases if you can get healers on her. So we're going to go forward here. We're going to fast forward a little bit. The healer's actually focused on the king, keeping him alive. The queen is all by herself, but there's nothing shooting at her, so she's not in any danger right now. Now when they come back together, the queen is getting out of the middle. The king is working his way down here. When they get back together, the king and the queen will march together to victory. I pop the queen's ability just to speed things up a little bit. Maybe a little bit prematurely because I lost the archers that were with her. And now the queen marches forward, takes out the last two defenses, and now all there is to clean up these buildings on the outside. And there you have it, a 3-star on a Town Hall 11 during a war. That is how the GOAT rolls. So now, on the number 1 base, I actually attacked the number 1 base before I attacked the number 2 base. Reason why, just really depends on the layout. If I need more time to think about how I'm going to attack something. Looks like I'm having a little bit of a lag issue. Let's check global for a minute. What is happening? We are having technical difficulties. Okay, it looks like we're back to it. Okay, so this is the number 1 base. Similar in design, where it tries to direct your troops around, where it only has an eagle, the infernos, and the blowers in the middle. Essentially the same base, it's just where this base is open on the end, the other one was closed off. So I use the same attack. Bowlers, 5 and 2, 5 bowlers, 2 healers, and then wall breakers up the middle, main tack up the middle. Jump towards the center. That was successful. The queen and I believe the Warden took bite to that. There is a single target Inferno, but look at here, guys. If you didn't notice this when the attack started, I was kind of drooling at the opportunity, because opportunities like this don't happen at my level very long, because usually by the time somebody reaches Town Hall 11, they learn not to do this. When you see that an Inferno Tower is right up against a Town Hall, and the other Inferno Tower, whether it be over here or over here, as long as it is immediately touching the Town Hall, you can freeze both of those Inferno Towers with one spell. Now you're like, well, that isn't a big deal. You're going to bring the same amount of spells anyways. That is correct. But you will actually make the spells last longer, because you can use one spell to freeze 2 towers. And then when that stops, you can use another spell to freeze another tower. But what's special about this one is I can drop a spell right about here. The blowers kind of point where I'm supposed to drop it. And I can freeze the Eagle at the same time. So like I said, this is kind of one of those bases I was drooling to hit, because I expected the 3-star. With that one free spell, I got both Inferno Towers, both blowers, and the Eagle Artillery. So here we go. We fast forward. The second one wasn't as centered as that one was, so it didn't go as well. I dropped it a little bit too far down, so I did get the Eagle. I got 1 Inferno and then 2 blowers, but I didn't get the second Inferno. So it did, like I said, it didn't go as planned, but it also didn't deter the attack, because my queen was already focused on the single target Inferno, and she makes quick work of that. I rage her up. A multi-target Inferno against the queen really doesn't stand a chance. She has a lot of health. She can take down an Inferno Tower pretty quickly. So here we go. She's taking down the Eagle Artillery. The healers have switched their focus because they were on the king and he died. And then all of a sudden they die. So I saw this attack going differently because I wanted more bowlers towards the center. If there was more bowlers in the center, she definitely would have gotten out of here. Because if those bowlers on the inside, just like on the base I just showed you, were on the inside throwing their stones this direction, as they threw them at this storage tank, it would bounce forward and blow up those buildings as well. So having some bowlers go center is really key. Now the queen, she's taking a beating. She's really sticking in there. I use her ability right here. Another good thing to her ability while she's getting healed is she becomes invisible. The defenses that are targeting her switch their focus because she spawns archers, and then while she's invisible and she's not getting hurt, she is getting healed. So there you have it. She's punching her way out of the middle. The bowlers are making mincemeat of those defenses. If she'd have had a healer on her a little bit longer, we would definitely have gotten a 3-star on this base. I'm going to fast forward to here because these two kick-ass bowlers spent a long time pounding on these walls, so I'm going to give them their just due. So there they are, destroying another building, and yet another building. And they simply ran out of time. This guy wanted one more toss. 85% 2-star. The number 1 versus the number 1. I won't be showing you my war base because we are still in war, and I do advertise my YouTube channel on my clan page, but I don't want the enemy clan to get a sneak peek, watch my YouTube channel, and learn how to beat my base. So for now, I will be signing off. This is the GOAT. I am in Clan Testicles. If you are one of my subscribers and you would like me to visit your clan, please make sure that your clan mates are aware that I will be coming to your clan to film a video. Participation is key. I really can't do a video with one person, and I'd really like you guys to remember that. Also, time zone. I'm on the eastern coast of the United States. If you live in Pakistan or Australia, it's really hard for us to be online at the same time, and for me to contribute to a video all at the same time. So if you are not a current subscriber, please do that. If you haven't, hit that like button, smash that like button right now. And this is the GOAT signing out. Enjoy.